Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video. I know we didn't predict match week 24. Very sorry. Since that's why we will be doing our Champions League predictions instead of that. Of course, now we will do our EPL predictions for match week 25 though. Um, yes, so the first game is Man United and Southampton. Wow, starting from Man United. Um, How was the last result, Fiddle? Last two results?
The last time they played each other.
The last two results. Man
Oh,
United's.
I mean they didn't lose. I mean, I guess you can count the penalty loss against Middlesbrough, but
Yeah,
I mean, at least we got a point and Tottenham didn't, right? So that's
yeah.
that's the only positive, I guess. But we could have gained 2 points and Arsenal just won. So, like I said, I'm very happy with the way we're playing. Like the first half, like the both games, we should have scored 5 goals at least. Like chances. Sancho's playing really well. That's been one bright positive for United lately. Sancho's been more aggressive. Um, but yeah, like I mean, it's gotta finish. That's it, right? So
Mm.
this team is really good. Sometimes just beat Tottenham, right? 3-2
Mm.
a couple days ago, and that Chelsea academy player there, Broha, that
Mm.
guy's playing really well. So that's a scary sight. Um, maybe because I'm a fan, might not be the right pick. I could definitely see Southampton like even beating us, like the way we are going, or even this could be a draw. But I'm gonna stick with my team, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 2-0 win for United.
Okay.
Uh, I think Ronaldo hasn't scored in 5 games, which is his longest drought. So I think he's gonna score here, maybe a penalty or something like that. But yeah, 2-0 Manchester United win.
Yeah. Of course, the last results were disappointing for Man United, so they're obviously they want to bounce back from the those two. I don't think so as good results for a team like Man United. So facing Southampton though, beating Tottenham 3-2, they have the momentum right now. Great team, to be honest. I saw a very good team, a very good fighting spirit till the end. So yeah, it's not gonna be easy, but yes, I don't think so. Man United is gonna perform yet another disappointing result. So I'll go with the Man United win too. I would say 1-0, and
Who's
I think Ronaldo will still be unable to score. So I'll go with Bruno Fernandes scoring a goal. I think Ronaldo will score directly in the Champions League.
saving it for Champions League? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
let's hope so. I mean, that's the case. He can score all he wants in Champions League. That's the only thing we're
Okay.
playing for now at this point. I don't care if for the EPL
Mm.
much. If you win Champions League, we're good enough for that.
Yeah, that's kind of like the only hope right now, right? Because
Yeah.
top four is also looking a little bit far away. Champions League is the hope. Could have done better in the FA Cup, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Brentford versus Crystal Palace. Now talking about Brentford, we haven't talked about this. Look who's back. Christian Eriksen is back in the EPL. He didn't play last game though. So I can see him playing this game. I think he will play this game. He was training the other day. That is a huge story, right? A lot of people have already said that this is probably the best story in a year, best transfer story in a year after that horrific incident in the Euros, the cardiac arrest. We're very happy to see that he is clear to play, and of course EPL. We all loved him in Tottenham, right? He was probably in the best Tottenham team. I always loved him as a player, and I can't wait to see him on the pitch. And I believe we will see him on the pitch in this game, Brentford versus Crystal Palace. I'm talking about Crystal Palace. This team has been very, very, I would say, unpredictable, right? They defeated Man City once, so it's not an easy team at all. I would say Brentford and Crystal Palace will have a tie here, 2-2.
Yeah, actually forgot about Ericsson coming back. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how many minutes he plays this game. Might come off the bench, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But Brentford has definitely cooled off lately. I thought,
true.
and I think Crystal Palace, they're gonna squeak out a late goal here to break, Ericsson's return and Brentford's heart here. So someone like Edward is gonna score the
Hmm.
game winner here, and I think it's gonna be a 2-1 win for Crystal Palace.
Okay. Yeah. Moving on to Everton versus Leeds United, and now we can finally see Leeds United coming back to their form. We know they've struggled a lot with injuries this season, right? I don't think so. Calvin Phillips didn't even play almost the
No,
whole season. He only played 1 or 2 games. That has been a huge loss for Leeds too. But of course, they've got players like Rafinha, and Daniel James is on fire right now. So
last game,
that
yeah.
guy, I think that guy has been perfect for Marcelo Bielsa's team because that guy is a really good attacker, right? His pace, he presses really, really well. I
Hey,
can
Ragnar
see him
got a
scoring again in this
yeah.
game. But of course, Everton, talking about Everton, there's a change in the Everton team too. Frank Lampard is back in the EPL and he is the new coach. But sadly, yesterday they lost, right? 4-1 to, who was it?
Newcastle.
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 3-1 to Newcastle. So I don't know. We still, it's still, we still don't know how good of a match Frank Lampard is for this team. Let's see. But as far as this prediction goes, I think Everton will tie this game with Leeds 1-1.
Yeah, I have the same score actually as well.
Mm,
Lampard lost his first EPL game with Everton, and I think he's gonna have his first draw in the
mm,
EPL with Everton. I mean, Leeds looked great last game. And they tied a very tough Aston Villa team. I have a lot of respect for that team.
yeah.
So I think this will be on the draw. 1-1, like you said, same prediction. I think someone like Matthews Klitsch is gonna score the lone goal for Leeds here.
Okay. Watford versus Brighton. Watford, of course, struggling in the relegation battle. Brighton has been a bright side in the EPL. They've shown some really good. They've been really promising in the EPL. Yeah, I think for me, I've always said Watford. For me, from the very starting of the season, I told you guys that I think Watford is gonna get relegated. So I don't expect anything much from them. Even the Roy Hodgson is now their coach, who's a very experienced coach. I think Brighton will win this one 2-0.
Yeah, boring game. Not much to say. I don't think. 0-0 draw.
Is your draw okay? Norwich versus Manchester City. We already know how bad Norwich is, but as I said, they've been improving lately since Dean Smith's arrival. But of course, that improvement is nothing compared to what Man City is. Man City is going to win this game and it's going to kill this game off with a 4-1 victory for me.
Oh my god, I
And
have the same score.
see, um, and you know what? I can see someone scoring a hat trick, and that will probably be Bernardo Silva for me.
Yeah, I have the same score here. 4-1 for Man City. Uh, Again, not much to say. Should be an easy win for City. Um, I'm gonna say De Bruyne is gonna score here, and maybe Jesus if he gets to play.
Yeah, yeah. When it comes down to Man City, when Man City faces a low tier team, it's always like this. We don't have a different prediction mostly. Moving on to Burnley versus Liverpool. Burnley tied with Man United, which was an impressive result for them. But of course, Liverpool is way, way above the level of Burnley and Manchester United. So now I think since Salah is back, and I think Mane is back as well. So if they're playing again, then Liverpool is going to destroy Burnley 4-0.
Yeah, Salah's back. Jota is on fire.
Oh,
Both of them will score, and Liverpool will win 2-0.
2-0.
I think Burnley has a pretty good defense. Like it's decent enough. I don't think they're gonna lose, but I don't think they're gonna allow more than 2 goals. So 2-0
Okay,
is my victory.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think Salah will score on his return, though.
He's angry from the
Yeah,
AFCON.
yeah, he's angry. I don't know whether you'll I don't think so. The combination between Mane and Salah will be as good as before for
I
some
hope not.
time.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Fight. Yeah.
Newcastle versus Aston Villa. Newcastle desperate to come out of the relegation battle, of course, and they're facing a strong side of Aston Villa, who's lately been on fire since Steven Gerrard's arrival and the transfers they made in the winter transfer window. They look stronger and stronger. I think Coutinho is probably in the best team since he left Liverpool, right? He was in Bayern Munich, he was in Barcelona, but still he wasn't able to perform as much as he could. And as much as we saw him perform in the Liverpool team, and now joining his former teammate Steven Gerrard, he's been on fire. The last game he scored twice, I think. Oh, once. Yeah, but I think Newcastle will pull off a tie over here with Aston Villa. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw, and I can see Kieran Trippier scoring again.
I have the same score here as well. 2-2
Come on,
for
man.
Newcastle. Villa. Man, I have it right here. I wrote it down before we recorded this. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the game of the week.
Another week.
Just because
Okay.
I watched Newcastle against
Everton.
Everton, right? And that new signing, that Bruno Gamares guy, him, and then that Saint Maximin. I really like their connection, and
Yeah.
they killed Everton, like, you know what I mean.
Mm.
And I think we're starting to see Newcastle maybe, get out of the relegation zone, so I think they're not gonna win, like I said here, because Aston Villa is a really good team. So
Yeah.
like tying Aston Villa is a pretty big accomplishment even for Newcastle at this moment, the way
Yes.
Aston Villa is playing.
Yes.
So I think it's gonna be the game of the week, actually.
Another week. Okay. Mm.
Uh yeah, I mean, I guess Leicester West Ham is a good game as well, but I think Newcastle Aston Villa is really fun to watch.
Yeah.
Buendia and all these guys, Jared Bowen. Anyways, yeah, tie game 2-2. Saint Maximin and Coutinho will score, I think.
Okay. Spurs versus Wolverhampton. Spurs, of course, they've signed Kulusevski and Bentancur from Juventus. Bentancur is a player that I never liked, but of course, Kulusevski for me has always been a very promising young player. Even in a Sweden national team, this guy's the next star. This guy is the next star for Sweden, alongside, of course, Isak and everybody. So Spurs, with the arrival of Kulusevski and Bentancur, is definitely a positive thing for them, because I've always seen Spurs as a team that only has a good starting 11. They don't have a good backup in their bench. And now with Kulusevski and Bentancur's arrival, and of course they've got Bergwijn, Heung-min Son, Lucas Moura, all these old players. This team looks like they've got a good backup as well, even though if somebody gets injured, even though of course they didn't perform well in the last game, losing to Southampton. Well, it was a 3-2 win. They did play well, but they just couldn't get the win. So yeah, Spurs, a strong side, will always be a strong side, and of course always a thorn to Manchester United right now in this top four battle, right? And on the other hand, we've got Wolverhampton, who has been a really fun team to watch. So I don't know if you've predicted the same thing. I don't know why I have a feeling you've predicted the same thing. I predicted a tie between Spurs and Wolves, 1-1.
I just want to correct the last prediction. I said Jared Bowen obviously plays for West Ham, not Aston Villa. So I just want to
Oh yeah.
correct that. I made a mistake
Yes.
there. Back to this game. No, actually, I don't have the same prediction as you. I actually have Tottenham squeaking out a victory here,
Mhm.
1-0, and I'm gonna say someone like Emerson Royale scoring the game winner. I think it's gonna be someone that we don't expect. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously, I could have gone with Heung-min Son, would have been the obvious pick, Harry Kane, or even someone like Bentancur or Kulusevski scoring their first goal for Tottenham.
Yeah.
But someone like, I think Royale is gonna, if he plays, I think he's gonna score. I think it's gonna be like a tie game until like the 70th minute, and then
Mm.
Spurs will score one, and then just park the bus, and then the Wolves are really good too. They've been playing really well lately. I mean, they beat Man U like a month ago, the first loss under Ragnick. They tied 3-3, right?
Yeah.
Last game they played. So, I could see it being a tie, but I'm gonna trust Conte here, and they're gonna get a 1-0 win here.
Yeah. He's definitely frustrated with the last results. So, we all know how Conte is. Moving on to the next game, this is also a big game. Leicester City and West Ham United. This will be a very exciting game to watch. And I've always been a fan of West Ham's playing style. All these players, as you've mentioned, you mentioned it in Aston Villa, but of course, Jared Bowen, Michel, Antonio, and Suchek, Sufal. These guys are just amazing to watch. They're fourth in the EPL. We never thought about it, right? They're one of the best teams right now in England. So, and again, Leicester City was also a good side, but they haven't been that effective this season. And I think Brendan Rodgers is under a little bit of pressure over here, because of their performance, which has not been up to the mark. But we may never know what Leicester City can do with the amount of talent, with the amount of quality they have in their squad, like James Madison and Jamie Vardy. So I will go with I don't know if this, it's not an upset, but I'll go with Leicester City win over here. Leicester City winning this game 2-1 over West Ham.
Yeah, I would say it's an upset right now, just the way the standings
Yeah,
are.
yeah, that's true.
Leicester have been underperforming. Did not expect them to be this bad.
Mhm.
Deep into the season, I thought they were
Yeah, we
going to be top.
predicted them in top four.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
why I'm very disappointed in how they're playing. Um, yeah, I think it's going to be a high scoring game as well. Like just like Newcastle Aston Villa, I think this is going to be like these two are the games of the week: the Newcastle Aston Villa and Leicester West Ham. I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 3-2 victory for West Ham.
Mhm.
And obviously, I see Antonio and Jared Bowen scoring goals for West Ham here. Um, I just don't see Leicester winning at this point right now. They don't look confident. I haven't even heard of Vardy's name in a long time. Actually, I don't know if he scored or not. Maybe he has scored lately. I just
Yeah.
haven't heard of him. Like I just haven't heard of him at all. And West Ham is just firing on all cylinders. Um, yeah, like I said, the guys at West Ham, like Antonio, Jared Bowen's amazing.
Mm.
Uh, but yeah, I'll say a 3-2 win for West Ham here.
Okay. Finally, we have something different over here. Um, okay, then that was it for this week's EPL predictions. We will see you guys very soon in our next match week predictions as well. So till then, keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing. You know the job. Peace.